so it doesn't interrupt us. Becky, would you do roll call?
I sure will. Bob Olson,
Here.
Tom Kitson,
Present.
Jack Scroggstead,
Here.
Mike Copine,
Here.
Mike Zeman,
Here.
Jim Sheeline,
Here.
Tom Wilson,
Present.
Nancy Naylor,
Present.
Dean Creel.
Here.
All right, public attendance today is, I was gonna start with Nancy, but she's walking out evidently. Alice.
Want to get a microphone?
Oh,
I stole her microphone.
all right, go ahead, Nancy. Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, Sheriff? Anything you want to, all right. Okay, all right, guess that's easy. We'll look at approval of minutes from previous meeting. Is there any changes or corrections? If not, we're gonna let them stand as presented. We'll go into reports. Mr. Zeman, claims.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Two meetings as usual. July 23rd, we went through 48 claims, passed on all 48 to the county board. August 6th, we went through 59 claims and passed them all. And that's it, unless you have questions.
Nope. Anybody got any questions? All right, we'll move on to Mr. Scroggstead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. County Services met on the 12th. All the reports that the department heads submitted are in the packet if you guys want to take a look at that. We did have a couple petitions that were coming from the zoning office. We did not act on those because Alice didn't think that the report would be ready by county board unless any update on that.
I just spoke to Judge Slavin yesterday. He thinks that he might be able to have the recommendation for the early petition done by next week, but not for the King petition. So it would be my recommendation just to hold off until next month.
So, we just, we didn't even bring it to this committee. So we'll just wait for it for next month if you guys don't have a problem with that. Another thing that we talked about was, there's a petition to amend a text of Chapter 5 in residential district, I think R1, to kind of change some wording on it. And Alice, if you kind of want to briefly summarize what we're looking to try to do with that particular text amendment.
Yes, the first amendment we're looking to make is to the R1 district. Currently, agriculture is allowed in the Ag 1 district with no limitations. The amendment would put a restriction on the number of animals that will be allowed per acre in the R1 district. The second amendment would be to the R2 district, and that would be for the allowance of chickens, up to 6 hens, no roosters, with restrictions on how you could have those chickens. So those are the two amendments that we are bringing forward in that petition.
And what some of these animals would do is based on the acreage of the land, if I'm correct, one animal, there's a chart indicating each animal would be given a number, like a horse would be 1, a chicken would be like a point something, so you could have up to so many chickens to equal that 1 for that 1 acre. So if you've got 2 acres, you could have two animals, so to speak, on that particular thing. So, so that is, it's for here today to go to the planning commission to send on to that if that's it. And that's all I have.
We did discuss one change at county services that would include under the R1 section, giving the zoning office the ability to, or the discretion to make a determination if the animal is not listed in the chart that we provide. So if it's other than your typical cow, horse, chicken, goat, pig, it will then be up to the zoning department to determine what is appropriate, what animal unit is appropriate.
Kind of like an exotic animal.
Yeah. Alice, would you explain the animal unit, how that works and where you got the information from?
Yes, so we look to various sources throughout the country, more particular to like grazing and whatnot. And they use a term called animal units. And it's based on the size of the animal, the amount of food, and various other things. So we adapted from that to kind of create what our animal units are going to be for Lee County. So a cow is one animal unit. So if you have a 5-acre parcel, you could have up to 5 cows because 1 cow per acre. For pigs, it's 0.5. So you could have 2 per acre. I think it's 0.15 for pigs or for goats. So you could have several, 6 up to an acre, you know. So that's what the chart is. We put that into the code, and then with the caveat that if it's not listed in that chart, the zoning office will determine that.
And that's more designed for manure management as well as a nuisance for the animal, correct?
Correct.
Right.
And that's all I have.
All right, any questions for Jack? Thanks, Jack. We'll go to Mr. Copine.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Public safety met on the 12th also. It was business as usual. Department heads were placed on the onboard situation for availability. We had one basic board action taken, and that was on the update or corrections of wording on the burning ordinance. By unanimous voice vote, it was sent on to the executive committee for consideration to move on to the board. Other than that, that's all I have.
Any questions or comments? I'm glad we're bringing that forward. So thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Wilson, facilities and maintenance.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We met Tuesday. We went over things that we've been doing with the facilities group. One of the things that came up, and I want to make sure the board knows, and we go on record as saying this, about 2 years ago, we went through and we did an analysis of what we're going to spend in the next 5 to 7 years, and it was over $13 million. And currently, just in numbers that we've done with our project across the street and some other things that we had in there in the budget or in the scope of work that we estimated, we're about $6.8 million to $7 million into the $13.5 million, which after 5 years, every year is going to go up higher and higher. There's a lot of stuff coming down the pike, just for everyone to know. The roofs aren't going to stop aging. The buildings aren't going to stop needing work. So I think in the next couple of years, we're working on Eric's budget, but we're forecasting quite a bit of roofing in the next couple of years. This stuff was all shown to the board 2.5 years ago as one of the projects that we're going to get done in 5, 7, or whatever it is. But there's going to be a pretty good expenditure to maintain the buildings. There's some tuck pointing that has to be done. Roofing, there's a lot of roofing that's got to get done. And then another thing is when we did the $4.5 million HVAC project, to do the HVAC project properly, it was over $8 million, and we didn't have the money to spend on it. So we basically replaced all the large portions of that. But the VAVs that are still in the building, Eric's starting to have some issues with the VAVs. Those are the type of things that we knew were going to be coming down the pike, but those aren't going to stop needing work as well or being replaced. So just wanted to give the board an FYI that the stuff's going to be coming down the pike and it's not going to stop coming. And once we get to a certain point, when we get the roofs put back on there, the big ticket items will basically be gone. But the buildings need to be maintained. We need carpeting a lot, still working on carpeting stuff. So a lot of this stuff is still going to keep coming. And for the next, I think we forecasted 7 years. Was it 5 to 7 years, I think is what we forecasted. So, and we're in year 3 of the 7 years or whatever.
But we got a big step forward. I mean,
Big,
we
yeah.
shored up a lot
Yep.
in both buildings that were needed thing, but you are right, the roofs are going to be our next.
The roof on this building will be replaced next year. That's unless we want to destroy the building. I mean, we've got tuck pointing to do up on the roof. The roof's got to be replaced. 27, I think there's 2 roofs that we were thinking about. I can't remember. We're gonna keep pushing them back as far as we possibly can. Rather do some roof repair for a few $1,000s a couple times a year than to replace a $500,000 roof. So we're pushing it off the inevitable for a long time, but we have to be ready when it's time to put these, to secure the buildings. So,
Just so everybody knows, I got to touch on this. What was our project? 4.5 million across the street. So Tom, what do you call it? We did our own,
value engineering?
yeah.
Yeah.
So we probably saved $1 million or more
Yeah.
by Tom's expertise and Eric working on that project.
Yeah.
So if we would have just turned it over and had some general contractor come in, it would have been your $6 or $8 million.
Yeah, Eric's doing a really good job.
But
And
you
we got
did,
a lot of the
you
carpet.
did as well, and I don't give you compliments, so I'm right
Well,
here in
thank
front of
you.
everybody, all right? Now it's game on now, all right?
Yeah.
We got that out of the way, all right? Yeah.
Yeah, good. Can't hear you.
Yeah. Make sure you get that out of there later, will you?
But and I guess the reason I'm saying this is it's not gonna stop coming, so we gotta
Yeah.
stay proactive and not be reactive.
But we still need to look back and thank you and
Yeah,
Eric
yeah.
and Jeremy, so
Yeah.
thank you. Any questions for Tom? You had something you wanted to say, or you're pointing to something?
I didn't want to pile on with all the compliments, but when I get to my report, I'll make a comment for Tamina.
All right, it's your time to shine, you're up, so.
It's all that was me. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Finance Committee met this morning. Financials are in on board. Just some comments there is that sales tax revenue continues to be strong. Local use tax continues to go down, but we're hoping, Reed made some comments and some contacts that we have down in Springfield. We're hoping that is stabilizing. The one, just an aside, and I commented on during the committee meeting, is that Paul got an email from another county official from a different county and who said, "Hey, what's going on with local use tax?" And Reed and Paul, you've heard us talk about it for the last 8 months. So just kind of, kudos to our staff that we're ahead of the curve compared to some other folks. But anyway, other than that, expenditures are in line for this year. We're hoping that we'll end up at a positive balance at the end of the year. And of course, as you all know, we're in the midst of budget cycle. We're still $1.5 million in the hole as regards to where we are at the budget, between the budget requests and projected revenues at the time. We're always this way at this point in the budget. We've got one more day of budget hearings to go through, and that's next Tuesday. And then we'll be doing the tough work of actually bringing the income projections, revenue projections in line with our budgeted expenditures. So we've got some work to do, and appreciate the heads up, Mr. Wilson. We understand that. You have buildings, you're going to have costs, and we understand that. So, and speaking of which, when we had the judges come in, this is what I was going to tell you. It's not often you get compliments from the chief judge, but Jackie was very complimentary. She says, "You guys need to come over." She says, "Our fourth floor looks great." She's very happy with the courtroom. So she had to express that. She said it publicly in the hearing. So I want to pass that along. As far as business, we do have one Joseph E. Meyer resolution that will be going on the agenda. We've got several resolutions. We had budget hearing for the Veterans Assistance Office. In conjunction with that, we're going to be moving forward with, it's been mandated through state statute that we have a Veterans Assistance Officer on staff. So we're going to have that incorporated into this year's budget. And then we have the formal resolution to reorganize Reed's position under Jeremy. and ordinance in regards to the financial accounting policies that have to be amended and adjusted for that change. And then we also have a resolution establishing full-time public defender position for Lee County. And that's the, Bob Thompson retiring and bringing on a full-time position in that office. And I think that's all I've got, Mr. Chairman.
Any questions? All right, thanks. We'll move on. We got a monthly sheriff's officer report, details the events within the department. It's for your information only. We'll keep moving. Administrator report. Jeremy, you have anything you want to share?
Nothing to note at this time outside of what we're all diligently working on. That's in this agenda.
All right, thank you. I have no unfinished business and no new business before us. So we'll go to appointments, reappointment of Ellen Smith and Emily Pratt to Lee County Regional Planning Commission. If there are no objections, I'd like to get a motion to approve both appointments. Mr. Sheeline moves, Mr. Friel seconds it. Any discussion? If no discussion, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Yep. So I'll go to raffle reports. I've got a Walton Fest raffle report for April, May, June, July. Is there a motion to put the Walton Fest raffle report on file within the county? Mr. Kitson moves. Ms. Nancy seconds it. Any discussion? If none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
So the first motion was to approve them both at the same time. Now you
Oh,
gotta-
okay.
Now you got to approve.
That's where I got screwed up then. So I need to back up. You were trying to help me. I'm sorry. I just thought it was
Well, I
the
was gonna
same
come
thing. I'm
back.
reading it. Usually we can do two at when we get to three. I thought it was where we do it, but maybe not. Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. So did we approve the raffle report? And we'll go back. How's that? You what? Yep. Is everybody in favor of the raffle report put on file?
Aye.
That motion carried. Now we'll back up. Sorry. I want to keep you guys alert, and awake here. So is there a motion to approve the reappointments of Ellen Smith and Emily Pratt? We've got Mr. Sheeline moves, Ms. Nancy seconds. Now we're approving them for the planning commission. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
That motion carried. Thank you, Becky. Approve both appointments. I see that now. All right. So the per diem report for the county board approval for July, that's for informational only. Is there a motion to enter into executive session for the purpose of discussing 5 ILCS 120/2C11 for litigation? Mr. Wilson moves, Mr. Friel seconds it.
And then
We'll
I'll
this
do
by
roll
roll call vote?
Bob Olson,
Yes.
Tom Kitson,
Yes.
Jack Scroxted,
Yes.
Mike Copine,
Yes.
Mike Zeman.
Yes.
Jim Sheeline.
Yes.
Tom Wilson,
Yes.
Nancy Naylor. Yes. Dean Friel.
Yes.
it is.
Okay, thank you.
Bob Olson,
Yes.
Tom Kitson,
Yes.
Jack Skagstad,
Yes.
Mike Zeman,
Yes.
Mike Copine,
Yes.
Jim Sheeline,
Yes.
Tom Wilson,
Yes.
Nancy Naylor,
Yes.
Dean Farrell.
Yes.
All right, now we're moving on. We're gonna go through the August 21st County Board agenda items. Get on this. There. We'll go down, of course, we'll go down to, board chair announcements. We went all this, add 25-year acknowledgement for Tina Goldie, telecommunicator.
Excuse me,
resolution-
Bob, can
Yes.
you spell her last name for me?
Goldie,
And I'm sorry, Goldie.
Goldie. Yep.
Okay, thank you. And she's from ETSB? No,
Telecommunicator.
telecommunications.
Yep.
Thank you.
911. Got her?
Got it, thank you.
All right, we got one resolution, Joseph Meyer, Woodhaven Lakes. You got that? Get the zoning, planning. I mean, you guys don't want me to read all this off, do you? Oh, I didn't think you did. We'll go to county organizations. We got Carla coming from the U of I. The reports of the committee, no unfinished business that I know of. New business, we got battery storage moratorium, the no burn ordinance, resolution to reorganize Reed. Get them organized. Yeah.
His wife's been trying to do
Yeah.
that for years.
Well, hopefully we can do that next Thursday night, Reed.
And I'm sorry, Bob, back to number 2, the no burn ordinance. Will that be held over for 30 days?
Yes,
Is that correct?
Yep.
Thank you.
sorry. The resolution for Reed is the next one. For the financial and accounting policies and procedure updates, we'll hold that over. It's an ordinance. 5, establishing a full-time public defender position for Lee County. And then we had the 2 appointments that we did earlier. Or no, these are 2, yeah, those are the 2 appointments. Yep. Leave executive session in there just because. Approval, officer report, roll call. Did we forget anything that happened today in finance? Do we want to put a hexagon, permit on there in case we, I can always table it if we're not ready. But if we're not ready, we'll just table it. So
I'm sorry, what is it called?
Yeah, we got public defender.
hexagon.
We didn't have to have it.
Permit, I would,
That was
I might want to ask Jeremy, how do you want to word that? Okay. Put that down, let Jeremy look at it, all right? That'd be good. That'd be a good agenda item.
And
Right.
that would be under new business, correct?
Yep. All right. I think that's it, right? Do I have a motion to approve the proposed county board agenda? Mr. Friel and Ms. Nancy? Any discussion? None? All those in favor of the agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in